Hey folks, James Joshua Otto here, and welcome to my first YouTube composition walkthrough video. I'm going to be looking at one of the tracks that I wrote for the Audio Comic Universe project today, which, for those of you that don't know, is a project where myself and a few other composers decided to write some new musical material for superheroes and supervillains and comic book characters that we liked, and we've compiled an album of all of the new stuff that we've written, and we're selling that and giving all of the proceeds to an amazing American charity called Capes for Heroes, who support kids with life-threatening illness. So what I'll do is I'll put a link to their website in the description of the video, and also a link to the download for the album. So if you like what you hear and you like the sound of it, then you can support that, which will be amazing. Right, so I'm going to get right into it. I'll play the track through first, and then look at a few bits and pieces that I like. But yeah, so this is the track that I wrote for Professor Charles Xavier, Professor X of the X-Men. So it's quite sort of heroic and triumphant. So hopefully you'll notice that, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. And yeah, so let's play the track through first. Here we go. So there we go. So that's the track. Hope you enjoyed it. So the main thing when I started working on this, the main thing that I was thinking about was something that I quite enjoy doing generally with what I write, and also I quite enjoy it with when I listen to things as well, is sort of transforming material in terms of the way that the listener perceives it. So you can write a melody and present it to the listener in one way, and then transform it, or change the arrangement so that the material is perceived in a completely different way. So that's what I've tried to do here with the brass material. So that sort of main theme for Professor X that we hear right at the start, just here. If I play that on its own. So this theme, this is using Albion 1, by the way, this brass legato patch. Really lovely. So you can hear it there in E minor, and then later on, it's exactly the same material, but just transposed up a major sixth. So it's much more sort of euphoric, I suppose, much more triumphant. So that's what we hear just here. And it also lifts it and puts it into a really, really pleasant range for the brass there. So that was what I intended to do with that material, and I wrote it with that in mind. And so it's quite nice to have it in 4/4 in the minor key here, and then to have it in 6/8 in the major key there is much more. It gives it a really nice lift, I think, at the end. What else can I tell you? I mean, so the piece, as you can see, is written in three main sections. Something that I really wanted to do with this middle material here was write something that was complete contrast to the rest of the piece. So it's very much led by the this snare sound, which is actually, this one I think is just that's just the Logic stock sound, but I think it sounds pretty cool. A few reverbs and things on it there, but on its own, that sounds just like this, which is, it's cool, isn't it? And then combined with the spiccato string line, which we have here, gives you some really nice sort of contrapuntal material, I suppose. So this on its own is this. So that was quite fun to play in, because it's just really just sort of scales and stuff just running around. So those spiccato strings, I think, were also Albion 1, actually. I think mostly in this piece I've used either samples from Spitfire Audio's Albion 1, or there's also a few from some earlier Albions. So like the low legato strings are from the old Albion 2, which was called Lurgria, I think. I don't really know how you say it. But they're really nice. And also, actually, this is a good one. So I'm using, most of you hopefully will know about these, but the Spitfire Labs samples are absolutely wonderful. They're really cheap, and Spitfire give the money to charity. So this one I think was $2, and the same goes for the Peel guitar as well, which you can see here just below it. That was doing that cool sort of rocky fifth in that middle section. That's also one of their $2 patches, and they're really good, actually. They're quite limited in terms of comparing them to their sort of Spitfire's more recent sample libraries, but they're really great, and just can give you a bit of an extra thing to use in your arsenal. So I think that'll probably do for now. I'm gonna leave it there, but if you've got any other questions for me, like leave me a comment or hit me up on Twitter or something at jotto_. Yeah, be sure to leave me a like and subscribe if you like what I've done. I'm hoping to do more of these videos. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, if there's any of my pieces that you'd like to see me do a walkthrough of, then just let me know. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Cheers.